Before we wrap up, I wanted to make sure to ask you a few things for future performers or for folks who are interested in joining the industry. I've definitely heard you say in the past that it's very important for performers to be on as many platforms as possible and to kind of diversify their work. Can you
Yeah.
speak more on that or offer any other advice for people who are just getting started?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say, I think a lot of people who are just getting started are like, oh, I'm getting into porn. I made my OnlyFans, and I'm like, that's cool. What a great first step. But all of that shit that you're filming for your OnlyFans, if you are not wrapping that up in a package and putting it in other places, you're wasting it. Like, because on OnlyFans, like, it goes down the line and then you can keep reposting it and stuff like that. But it's just, it only lives there and you need to be building out. And again, we never know when the credit card overlords or fucking who knows what, Exodus Cry, or God knows, are going to be taking those platforms away from us. So having a little piece in every single place that you can have it, selling your products, that's just I I want to like grab newer people and shake them and be like, you guys, listen to me.
Diversify, diversify.
Yes, OnlyFans is not. It's a great supplement. That's how I think of it. And I know a
Hmm.
lot of people are pouring their everything into it, and it's not their supplement; it's their only thing. I'm so happy that they're so successful with it, but I'm afraid like that it's going to go away. And if it went away, or you lost the amount that you're making from it suddenly, where would you be?
Mm-hmm.
You want to have something that's there ready for you to land on. And the thing about having clip stores and stuff like that is that they take time to build. So if you wait until it's too late and they're like, well, now I've got a clip store, it's like, it's not going to be enough to sustain you right off the bat. It took my clip store probably like 2 or 3 years to become like just consistent. So I know
Mm-hmm.
what to expect from my clip stores every month. Um, and they're pretty just steady. And at least I know that if OnlyFans goes away, I have that still. And I
Sure.
can also put more energy into producing customs. So I know Amberly Rothschild, she's really amazing resource for online sex workers. Um, she is like, or sorry, they are like, just make your own website. And so I have my own website. It's not like a membership site. It's not none of that. It's like, here are my links. And here's my FAQ about buying a custom video from me. And here's an order form to fill out. And like, that's the basic. Like, since I hooked up with Trouble Films, I sell movies on there too.
Mm-hmm.
But just a basic WordPress website that you can sell Skype sessions from, you can sell custom videos from. Like, please get something like that going for yourself.
Have some storefront that is yours that you have
Yeah.
control over.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a big, big.
Another viewer asked, how do you know if you are someone well suited for the job?
Oh, wow. What an interesting question. Um, Man. Well, I guess just to start, like step one, how do you feel when you take your clothes off and look at yourself in the mirror? How do you feel about that? How do you feel when you masturbate in front of the mirror? Put your phone up somewhere and masturbate to your phone and look at it. How does that make you feel? Do you have a friend that you could give it to watch? How does that make you feel? Like, are you okay with these things? I feel like there has to be some exhibitionist inside of you. There has to be some nudist inside of you. You've got to be comfortable with these things, comfortable with your body, obviously comfortable with your sexuality. Like, that's like baseline. If you're not cool with those things, then I don't recommend you getting into this kind of work. I mean, It's about displaying publicly all of these intimate things about you.
That's
So,
a great exercise. I actually
yeah.
really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I mean, I think everybody should do that all the time anyways. But it's especially if you wanna get into performance-based work, like, can you perform too? That's another thing. I mean, I think a lot of people are like, "Well, I like to fuck, so I'll just do this."
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and then I'll do a scene with that person, and I'm like, "Oh, no, you shouldn't do this." Um, so yeah, I would hope that maybe you watch some porn that you like, that gets you off. And then like, what is it about that porn that you think is sexy and hot that's getting you off? Like, um, I don't want to say copy that, but envelop that into your own sort of thing. It's got to be interesting. Do you feel passionate like when you have sex with someone? Are you kissing them a lot? Are you gripping them? Are you touching things and grabbing things? And like, that's performance. It's not just like laying there and getting fucked. That's not performance, and that's fine for a bedroom, but it's not great for a camera.
Mm, mhm.
So I think there's got to be like a little fire inside of you, and you have to recognize, do I have that? And if you don't, like, I think you can do things to cultivate it, to stoke it. Um, and again, I think like eye contact is huge, and kissing is huge, and doing things like that. I think they stoke that fire with performance as well. So, uh, you know, I think those are good places to sort of start with, seeing if this is the kind of work for you. And then also, can you have that freedom over your own schedule, or do you need regimentation?
Mm,
Do
mhm.
you need a boss
'Cause
telling you
you have
what
to
to
be a
do?
business owner. You have to
Yeah,
be, like, working for yourself here.
yes, you have to have a little bit of ambition,
Sure.
which I don't feel like I have a ton of it, but I must have some because I'm somehow making
It's
this
worked
work.
out, yeah, no question.
So yeah, those are the things that you need. You definitely need some internet savvy,
Mhm.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I love that exercise, that idea of exploring your sexuality in that way. I honestly feel like that wouldn't be a bad thing for folks who don't have a aspiration in porn to just explore their body to sort of see how that feels and what they look like in that sense. And if
Yeah,
nothing else, I think that it will help us to recognize how porn and sex are not the same thing
yeah,
to create our own porn and to recognize like the inherent challenges and the uniqueness of that experience.
absolutely. Yeah, I love that idea of just doing that as an exercise for people in general.
Sure.